Yo, what's going on, fingerboarders? It's Chris Daniels here, aka CD Playa Zero. Today I have a very special episode. But first, if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe, tap that like button, and while you're at it, let me know in the comment section below if you have a dream obstacle that you would love to have. It could be like a Black River obstacle, dynamic, arc, ramps, so on and so forth. Or it could even be something that you haven't seen before. Describe what you want to have down below. I'd love to see what you guys all think. I've been going to a skate shop recently called All-A-Board Skateshop. It's located down in Puyallup. The owner, Seth, is such a great guy. In general, he supports the local skateboard scene so much. Everyone down here loves him, and there's a good reason why. As you can see here, I'm repping All-A-Board right now. They're awesome. You can buy fingerboard products. They just started carrying Dynamic. They have close-up fingerboards. Well, the cool part is that they have a couple of fingerboard parks that are built by a local skateboarder named Brett Johnson. And you know what? After seshing those parks, I realized how good they were, how smooth the concrete is, and I decided I gotta get one. So that is what this video is about. So if you're up in the Pacific Northwest and specifically South Puget Sound area, they're located in Puyallup, right along the river there. You should check them out to pick up some fingerboard gear, and you can support your favorite fingerboard companies as well as a fantastic skate shop that actually believes in the fingerboard mission. But before I reveal the skate park, let's just start off with some consistency practice. I think today I'm just gonna do alternating the boards between the tail and the nose for popping regular tricks like I did in one of the previous videos. So let's just do like varial flips. Ooh, missed one. Missed two. All right, so there is a combo that I've been really wanting to get down more consistently, and that is a kickflip backside tail, 270 kickflip out, and I'll be doing it, one second. I'll be doing this on the dynamic rail right here. And the reason why I picked this over the Black River rail is that when you're doing the kickflip motion out, sometimes with the Black River rail, this truck will open up a little bit too much and get stuck inside the rail. So we're gonna do the dynamic rail because that prevents that. No look. No look. So I heard a little bit back that All-A-Board Skateshop down in Puyallup had a concrete fingerboard park. And later on, they actually made a second one too. And I just had to check it out. And when I got there and was hanging out with the owner, Seth, and a few other people, just realized that this park is epic. It's super smooth, it's really fun, and it had some unique features that I really hadn't seen implemented within fingerboard parks that I've seen. So I was really excited about it. About a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, I reached out to Brett and said, hey, I'm looking to have a park that's about 5 feet long and maybe a foot and a half wide. And I want to have a volcano in the middle. Can you help me? And he's like, sure. And then within like less than, I don't know, a day, not even that, he sent me over a bunch of designs. And they were all so good. And it was like exactly what I wanted, but better. So I was so hyped about that. And it was so easy to work with Brett on this. For those of you that are interested in getting a concrete fingerboard park, keep in mind that shipping is super expensive. So that will be probably the barrier to entry for most people if you're not a local. But if that's not a problem for you, Brett told me that he has no problem shipping the park to different parts of the country. For those of you that are interested in purchasing a skate park, only reach out to Brett if you're actually serious about it. Don't just go and have him design you a park and then disappear and flake, because that's kind of rude and annoying and a waste of his time. Here it is, the epic fingerboard park created by Brett Johnson, who's also a skate park designer for Grindline. If you don't know who Grindline is, they make some of the most epic parks in the country for skateboarding. This volcano is my favorite feature of this park. There's actually a little bit of a gap with some padding that's like a non-slip padding, specifically meant to hold a beer mug. Why would I do that? Well, one of my favorite things to do with my friends back in college and high school was to play games of skate on top of a glass, whether it's filled with water or beer. And we call that game Drunken Sailor because when the board falls in, then you have to finish the glass of whatever is in there. So over here, we have what I imagine will be the most popular element of the park when I bring it to events. There is a nice mellow quarter pipe right here, maybe 2 inches tall, 2.5, with some brass coping on top, super nice. And if you look down here, this area has a cantilever element. Again, this is to make sure that this park is super lightweight, that we can carry this around. And I think this section probably weighs between 35 to 45 pounds, which is heavy, but it's definitely manageable for one person to maneuver this around. We have the ledge. This is so smooth. You can even see that we have some brick elements carved in that Brett did, and you can hit it from back side right here or front side. And it's wide enough, probably about, I'd say, 1.5 inches, maybe a little bit more than 1.5 inches wide. So you can do mani pad. It's just like super nice. Really nice element and feature of the park. I imagine this is what kids are gonna wanna do when they fingerboard on this park. I imagine that so many people have a lot of fun here. You can even kind of use this area like a mini ramp in a way, even though this is a bank. You can roll up, do a trick on the bank, come back, another trick, and so on. It just seems like a really nice smooth section. Here's the portion where the park connects together. There is 2 element supports here that connect, these 2 that you can pull out and push back in, so we can maneuver it around. And then we have the volcano on this side. As I mentioned, this is what I built the whole park around, was to be able to do tricks on the volcano. So here we have the backside of the volcano that goes right into the quarter pipe. So the unique part about this quarter pipe, besides that it has pool coping on the top, is that it actually cantilevers out. So the base here is skinnier than the exterior. The support goes out to about right here, and then it's hollow underneath here. My arm goes right through it, see? And that's also keeping weight in mind. We have a super heavy element in the middle with the volcano, then we have a lighter element here, and this does not move. It's still like 35 pounds. This is such an epic park. If you live in the Pacific Northwest, I will be bringing it around to all these different events that we have, whether it's in Oregon or Washington State, whenever I can. And if you don't live in the Pacific Northwest, you'll be able to see the park on my channel when I sesh it along with some of my other friends that are locals. Let's have a little sesh now.